Low slow motion.
Hey, yeah, yeah, like yin yang. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Sometimes in the dark, sometimes in the brightness. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. She look like yin yang. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Sometimes in the dark, sometimes in the brightness.
Hello, guys. Welcome to Boxing Blog Center, the home of Nigerian and African boxing. We've got some news, heavyweight updates for you guys. We got our brother right here, Adewale. This is gonna be interesting right here. Listen, guys, the heavyweight division is at a point of explosion. When I say explosion, I mean that it's about to go down. Joshua versus Usyk is next week. Next week, oh boy. Can't wait for that bout. So we are gonna definitely talk about that, and we have some news as well of our brother Rafael, the Nigerian Hurricane, Akpejiori, 6'9" heavyweight monster. News about Martin Bakole, the Congolese monster. We know that Martin Bakole recently, not long ago, was spotted with Usyk, okay, and it came out today to say, listen, you got a lot of sticks from people like saying, oh, you betrayed Joshua, why do you do that? So he came out of the bunker and say, listen, I sparred Usyk because I needed money. Also said that he's been living in DRC Congo for the past 8 months, okay. We know that he recently, not long ago, like a year ago, had a child. He has a baby, who's gonna be one very soon. I think this weekend or so. So you see that he said, listen, he didn't go there to show expose give tips to Usyk regarding the Joshua fight. Say, listen, I went there for business, spar, get my money. I know that. Now let us go down here. Son of Adekoya, to give his stake. Adekoya, how you doing, brother?
Yeah, not too bad, man. How's everyone, man? I like I said, I didn't look too much into it. I heard the interview and it seemed pretty straightforward to me. And in fact, I think he mentioned speaking to Joshua, and Joshua said, "Listen, I understand it's business, man. So I don't see it as that big a deal." Yeah, maybe if he hadn't spoken to Joshua, maybe he might say, okay, considering they were so close. But if he spoke to Joshua and Joshua was okay with it, I don't see what the big deal is. Yeah.
I understand, but a lot of our brothers saw it as a betrayal, though, in a way.
I don't think so. Not when if he didn't speak to Joshua, then maybe you might say so, but he said they spoke, and Joshua said, "You understand, that's business, And he has a fight this weekend, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, against
he wasn't training in Congo, so he wasn't training in Congo, so he in fact used that as his own camp.
Well, he recently just got his UK visa, after 8 months.
Yeah.
So it's crazy out there. It's crazy, man.
I can't fault the guy, man. Man has to eat, man.
Okay, Adewale, your take. Adewale, can you hear me?
Thanks,
Okay.
man.
Yeah.
Man, just like, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said just like son of Adekoya just said, man, the man has to eat. You know, it boils down to him taking care of himself. It doesn't matter if he's training in camp against his former partner. And I don't know, to be honest, I didn't even hear this interview. I didn't see the interview of Bakole talking about what happened. I'm just going off of what you guys are saying. And to me, I don't see any big deal in anything whatsoever. I haven't even really seen any sign of AJ and Bakole being really that close. I mean, it's boxing. Those at the top, at professional level in boxing in the UK, they would almost all know one another because it's a small circle. So yeah, naturally, a guy like Bakole and AJ gravitating towards each other is natural. But that doesn't mean they were actually close, you know. And Bakole has to eat. He has to do what is good for himself, to get paid, to take care of himself and his family. Like you guys said, he had issues with his visa, getting into the country. He was in Congo for 8 straight months. He probably did not have access to quality facilities to train. So, man, there's a lot going on with the guy. I have no qualms with him doing what he has to do to survive.
But I appreciate it. Now let's go to the next news. Next news right here. Our brother Rafael Akpejiori is going to be fighting November 6th. November 6th, yeah. In Miami Airport Convention Center. So if you're in Miami, pull up and get your tickets. What do you make of this, brother Adekoya?
Miami, baby.
Adekoya, are you there, brother?
It's good, man. The guy needs to. This is, yeah. I was saying it's good. I mean, the guy needs to keep busy. You know, when was his last fight again? It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, man. I think he's fought. How many times has he fought this year?
Ray.
Yeah, bro.
I can hear you.
All right. So it's loud now. Let me see how many times he's fought this year. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm not. Has he fought this
wow.
year?
It's fought like 4 times. Four times this year.
4 times this year. 4 times.
4 times this year. Impressive, right?
That's good, man. Dude, that's good. Yeah, man. That's better than most. You know, I mean, keeping busy, and that's how you sharpen your skills.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, his next fight could be against.
It's great news. Do you have any?
His next fight could be against Janjulei. You know, all depends on how things unfold. How things unfold, because he does want that fight. You know. Right. So yeah, it could be against Janjulei. If Janjulei doesn't sign the paper,
right? Okay.
He might then do it himself. You know, fight someone to step up the rankings. He's 12-0 now with 12 knockouts. Yeah. So, and looking to knock someone out again November 6th.
I can't. Yeah, exactly. I can't see Zhang taking that fight at this stage. But I mean, if you can get him, great, man.
Why not? Essentially, you're saying?
Yeah. I can't see him taking that fight at this stage. Just because Zhang was being sort of like fast track, because he's a big deal in China. Mm-hmm. You know, so they were sort of trying to build him up into something, a marketable heavyweight. So to me, for someone like Akpejiori, it might be too much risk. It's not going to be on his own card, his own promoter's card, but on somebody else's promoter's card. Again, I'm just looking at it from a business standpoint. if I'm representing Zhang, it doesn't make too much sense for me. But if by some way he can get that fight, fantastic, because the guy didn't look that invincible in his last fight, man.
Yeah, man. If I'm not mistaken, essentially he, however you pronounce that, this guy went. I believe it was an 8-round fight with his last opponent, and he dropped that guy like twice earlier in the fight, but somehow he gassed out. And after he gassed out, they came back with a doctor's report that there was something wrong with his heart. So is that kind of guy? Does he have a huge prospect, to continue fighting in the sport of boxing? Because I don't know, man. If you put him in there against Akpejiori, he will be sacrificed.
Yeah, but it will be dangerous early rounds, though. Early, the guy will be dangerous. Janjile's weakness is just like is his gas tank. Yeah.
I'm just happy that the boy is keeping busy. 4 fights in a year, that's fantastic.
Fantastic. This would be fight number 5.
Yeah. Because that's very few of today's fighters are that busy. In fact, I suppose Canelo is the only big name fighter that has been that busy this year. So the guy is getting good schooling.
Yes, guys. I can't wait for his next fight.
I'm looking at Rafa Akpejiori's.
Yeah. Yeah, brother.
Sorry, I think there is a delay in our communication here, so I'll let you go.
No, like you can speak, bro. Continue.
Yeah. I was just looking at Ralph Akpejiori's promoter, or the person promoting this next fight coming up in November, Glenn Johnson. I don't know who that guy is. He's Jamaican, according to the information on BoxRec.
Oh, that's Glenn Johnson now.
You don't know Glenn Johnson,
who's that,
the guy that knocked out
champion.
The guy that knocked out Rogers Jr. You know the guy. That's a legend, bro.
Is he Jamaican?
Yeah, it's Jamaican. Yeah,
Jamaican now.
That's a legend.
Ah,
you don't know Glenn Johnson. A legend, that's a legend, bro. Legendary Glenn Johnson.
So is that the same person promoting Rafa Akpejiori right now?
He's the one coaching him. Also like both they doing it together. Like he, of course, is the owner of Road Warrior promotion.
Yeah, that was his nickname, Road Warrior.
Road Warrior, yes. Interesting.
Yeah, bro. Sure.
It's good to know, man.
And what I didn't know that it stands for bringing that up, Ray, because Glenn Johnson came up the hard way. He everything he achieved, he went through hardship. No big promoter. No, he wasn't spoon fed. He came up the hard way. So he knows exactly what Raf would need to get to the top.
Yeah, even talk like Glenn Johnson has been.
That's cool. Glenn Johnson now this gives me some hope. Yeah,
Glenn Johnson has been the one. Like Glenn Johnson's jab. That's why you see how Rafa Akpejiori's jab is improving each time you see him fight. Of course, there are a lot of things he needs to work on. About his jab. I'm very impressed with Rafa Akpejiori's jab, and that's because of Glenn Johnson. He has Glenn Johnson's style. Glenn Johnson's a road warrior, bro. I mean, he's a legend. He had 77 bouts. Okay, one of the only men to knock out Roy Jones Jr. He knocked out Roy Jones Jr. in 2004.
So he wasn't the only one, though.
I said one of the only man.
Antonio Tarver knocked him out already, I think.
Oh, okay.
One of the only
Alright.
fighters, or only man to knock out Rogers Jr. He's the second guy to knock him out. You know, when he fought Rogers Jr., Rogers Jr. had 49 wins, 2 losses on his record when they fought. You get it now?
Yep.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
So
Then he got knocked out by Jim Johnson.
of course,
I followed Glenn Johnson's career, so you don't have to tell me too much because I remember he got knocked out by Bernard Hopkins early on in his career.
yeah.
You know, and for him after that to go on the run to become super middleweight champion, go become light heavyweight, dude, man, the guy really made it the hard way, man.
I think if he was American,
So he was a 2-way champion, super middleweight.
If he was American, I think his name will ring more bells than this. Because Glenn Johnson fought everybody. He didn't duck any fight. You know? He didn't duck any fight. He fought everybody. And in his 21 losses,
literally everybody.
yeah, in his 21 loss, he was only stopped twice. That's to show you the chin of the guy. The chin that he has. One hell of a chin. You know? It was stopped by Bernard Hopkins. That was in 1997.
Yeah. The only thing that I thought he carried on too long.
Yeah, he turned pro. He turned pro 1993.
That was hard as nails.
He turned pro 93. You know, that was like the same year that Akpejiori turned pro. Oh, 94. Akpejiori turned pro 94, right? Between 94 and 93, yeah. Akpejiori then, Akpejiori turned pro 90 between 93 or 94.
Okay.
Yeah, bro. Listen.
So I don't know if you saw this picture that Kenechukwu sent to us earlier. The picture about Frank Sanchez, who is supposed to fight next, a post by PBC. So it got people talking about, is Efe Ajagba still fighting Frank Sanchez next?
I didn't see it, but as far as I know, Ajagba is still fighting Frank Sanchez. However, you never can tell. So, what is the post about? Can you send it right now? Let me see. You can check it out. PBC.
Let
What?
me find that post. It was on YouTube.
Well, if he doesn't find Ajagba, it shows one thing. It just shows that he knows that Ajagba is a dangerous guy. And he's not ready.
Yo, look at it here. Is there any way I can share this with you? Can share this on your screen?
Wait. Let me see. Just send it. Let me.
So
I'm gonna have to. Guys, if you're watching, make sure you like the video. Shout out to Peter Omono. Shout out to Emeka Ife Cindy. Peter Omono said, "Good evening, my brother. Good evening, brother. How you doing? I on side for that side." Emeka said, when is the match taking place? Joshua Usyk is taking place next weekend, September 25th. Bro, even the build up to the fight has started, but I think it was a little bit too late though. A little bit too late, you know.
What do you mean in terms of what?
Wow. Premier boxing. Wait. This is weird in a way, huh?
Wait.
This is weird.
very strange, and that's from today.
from today. So it means is Fran Sanchez pulling out of a Ajagba fight? Fran Sanchez, is it ducking Efe Ajagba? Yo, whoa.
We can only speculate for now, you know.
Well.
Exactly. You can only speculate.
Bro, as far as I know, Ajagba wants this fight. So Ajagba has been training for this fight ever since.
Yeah, but
if this fight doesn't happen, he just showed that Fran Sanchez got scared of the silent beast. Fact. Now, wow, yo, woko.
So if for those of you guys that are wondering what we are talking about, you can go check the community page, the community section on PBC.
Ray, when did you speak with Ajagba last?
Last time we really spoke was after that Fury incident. But I've been seeing his updates though, on his WhatsApp story.
I don't know.
On his WhatsApp story, it's still training.
Right.
But
and he's been training.
Yeah, he's training. Like he's still training. Like he hasn't stopped training. So
that's very odd.
It's a little bit weird. But what I'm gonna do, if I'm gonna try, write him just to ask, is Francis still fighting you, or is he gonna quack? The guy is scared of that drum beast. Possibly, I don't blame Asha. Who knows if you are Ajagba after that right hand. Let me see. I'm searching for this stuff right here.
It's very odd now, but the other thing is that, what I don't understand is because they had agreed to the fight before now, so that it doesn't make too much sense.
Is that why they are? Maybe they might be replacing.
I'm looking at the comment section. I'm actually looking at the comment section of that post.
Yeah.
And people are having the same exact thought as us. Everybody is wondering, isn't Frank Sanchez already signed to fight Efe Ajagba? And everybody is asking the same question. Some people are referring us to the box rec page to see what is scheduled for each guy. And it's saying the same thing. Efe Ajagba versus Frank Sanchez, October 9th on the Wilder Fury card. So for now, all we can do is speculate. Eventually, we'll find out. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it's PBC just trying to promote their fighters, trying to put their fight out there so we boxing fans can watch it.
I don't think so. PBC, they hardly make such move. They are very wise. I'm not seeing the post here though. You sure that's the right PBC? When did they post it? When they post?
Check. Yeah. No, check it out go to Premier Boxing Champions.
Yeah, that's where I'm right.
Then go to the community section on their page. Go to the community section
on YouTube. Okay, on YouTube. Okay. Can't see it on Facebook
YouTube,
yet.
Yes.
Are you sure? Maybe somebody posted an old image.
I don't know.
Possibly. If that was the case, they would have posted it on their Twitter or their Instagram.
No, it's not actually an image, bro. It's a post, right? The image was from the Joeco fight, which they are advertising in that post. So this is what the post reads under the Premier Boxing Champions community page, YouTube channel. 18-0, 13 KO, heavyweight sensation Frank Sanchez. Who do you want to see him step in a ring with next? And then they post a photo of Sanchez and Joeco. Sanchez landing a nice left hand. I believe it's southpaw. So he's landing a straight left hand on Joeco's jaw. And they put a link to that fight, which is now available for view on their channel, on Premier Boxing Champions channel. This is intentional. This was done by someone. It's an actual post.
Yeah.
I just see now 5 hours ago.
There's nothing on their Twitter though.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying he's supposed to fight And he's supposed to be fighting
Well, we'll see.
Efe Ajagba.
Exactly.
There's a dog, bro. There's a dog. If
I think somebody posted an old thing because I'm on their Twitter and there's nothing there.
Yeah, like it's on their face, it's on their YouTube.
Their most recent post or today are. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That if it was a genuine thing, they would have posted it on all their platforms.
Well, we just have to wait and see. October 9th is near. So we'll see. Abi?
We
have to wait and see, man. But I don't lie you. Very good observation, brother. I'm a small though. So let's get the next one in. Dillian, the body snatcher, Whyte. You already know that the fight against Otto Wallin is now official. What do you guys make of that fight? How does Dillian Whyte deal with a southpaw, very skillful one like Otto Wallin, guys? Adekoya.
Like I said, I think it's going to be a very tricky fight for him because he's not dealt with southpaws before. But at the same time, I think Dillian Whyte's style will help him because he's a good body puncher. You know, he just got to make Otto Wallin fight. You know, he's got to make it. You can't allow him to the chance to be trying to use his footwork and his jab and all that crap. You know, you just got to get into him and make him fight. If he allows it to turn into a boxing match, then he's in trouble.
Thanks, brother. Adewale.
Man, I like this fight, man. I'm actually excited about this one because these two guys, in my opinion, are quite, they are like B plus type of fighters or B minus in my own opinion. So I think this is a good matchup for the division. It'll be an exciting fight. It's going to be like Dillian Whyte versus Derek Chisora, the first fight, but not with much action. It's not going to be as action packed because Otto Wallin is not an action packed fighter, but Dillian is. However, being that their level of skill set is in the same, almost on the same level, I feel like it's going to be an interesting fight. And Dillian is going to be coming for the knockouts. He'll be walking forward, throwing those nasty haymakers, overhand right hands, crazy left hooks, putting his entire body weight into the left hook. By the time the fight gets to the middle part, like round 6, round 7, round 8, when Dillian is beginning to gas out, is throwing mad left hooks on the inside if possible, then Otto Wallin will be trying to outbox him. Otto Wallin already has a slightly longer reach. As a matter of fact, let me check it out right now.
Are you sure? Because Dillian Whyte has very long arms, exceptionally long arms.
Let me see what it says on BoxRec. Or can anybody check his information on BoxRec? Otto Wallin.
Otto Wallin is 18. He has 18 fights, right? 18 fights if I'm not mistaken. Let me see.
Yes.
Let me see if I'm not mistaken. 18 fights.
Wallin has 22 fights. 22 fights.
Oh, wait.
Wallin has 22 fights, bro. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
He has a 78-inch reach.
Yeah, so Wallin has 78-inch arm reach. Dillian Whyte also has 78-inch arm reach, according to BoxRec.
Yeah. So because Dillian Whyte has very long arms.
So what do you think has a better jab amongst the both of them? Because I feel like what would determine that fight is okay. One guy is southpaw. Okay.
Yeah, that's where the
and also let's keep it 100. Dillian White is not the most technical guy, right? So I feel like the
Exactly.
only boxing style that would favor Dillian going in there against Otto Wallin is to walk forward and bulldoze him. Otto Wallin is not a power puncher. There's not too much that he should be afraid of coming back from Wallin. But Dillian White too can be chinny sometimes. The guy is funny. He's just a weird guy, man. This guy can get punched on his jaw and just get knocked out. I don't trust him, you know. So he might be afraid of what is coming back from Otto Wallin. If he is not, he needs to walk forward, put a lot of pressure on Otto Wallin for the first 8 rounds. If he doesn't get a knockout in 8 rounds, man, Wallin might get him because Dillian White is going to gas out. That always happens. Wallin might actually stop him at the end, towards the end of the fight. And Wallin seems like he knows how to survive, you know. So it's an interesting fight. I look forward to it.
I can't see Wallin stopping him. That's the one thing I can't see. I think that the advantage he has, like I said, is that you're right. He's technically better than Dillian Whyte, and Dillian Whyte has not fought any southpaws before. That's why I'm saying with 6 weeks to go, I think this is a very tricky fight for Dillian Whyte to take. But Dillian Whyte is one of the best body punchers in the heavyweight division. So if he can get to his body early and slow him down, it's possible he could take him out later.
Man, I haven't seen those body punches, bro. That people keep saying, "Oh, he's the body snatcher. He has a good body punch." I haven't seen it.
Very good, man. He's got a wicked left hook to the body.
Okay, who was it successful against using that left hook?
Against everybody, against Oscar Rivas.
Yeah, but I haven't seen him.
He used it against Joseph Parker. Like the left hook to the body is not meant to knock you out. It's meant to weaken you. That's what it does, to weaken your body. Because some people now,
exactly.
like for example now, like Fury is weak to the body, but a lot of people don't know this. So this is why Deontay Wilder has to really explore that possibility, in terms of like going to the body more than it did before. Because if you're ahead on Team Fury, out of 10%, you might only just catch him once. It'll be difficult as well. That's the thing. So let's get to the next one: Joshua versus Usyk. What do you guys make of this right here?
Man, listen, if you don't mind me coming in first, I'm actually getting excited. I'm getting excited about this fight as the fight comes closer. Because if you think about what Usyk has accomplished in his career, being an Olympic gold medalist, fine, it wasn't in the super heavyweight division. I believe it's called heavyweight division. But he was an Olympic gold medalist. And Anthony Joshua, was an Olympic gold medalist in the super heavyweight division in the same Olympics. So this is gold medalist versus gold medalist, former undisputed champion, cruiserweight division versus unified heavyweight division champion. So as much as I give Joshua advantages in terms of his power, his straight right hand, his left uppercut, right uppercut, left hook, if those things land on Usyk is going to get wobbled, bro. But at the same time, this Usyk guy, his pedigree, his resume speaks good for him, that you can tell that he can survive anybody. Okay, Usyk has a lot of experience, and I don't see Anthony Joshua knocking him out for that reason. But I see Anthony Joshua winning over a 12-round decision fight. But AJ has to be extremely careful. He has to focus for 12 straight rounds. And same thing is required of Usyk too. It's just going to be a good fight. I'm more excited about it. I still favor AJ. I think it's a 60-40 fight in AJ's favor. But Usyk can pull it off too. I won't be surprised.
What do you make of Joshua leanness, bro?
Man, this might sound unorthodox from me, but I'll tell you what. Joshua losing so much muscle mass and physical stature, in my opinion, I don't think it actually worries me a little bit because the advantages that he has over Usyk is his power and his size. So if you're losing some of that size, which is your advantage to go in there against Usyk, I feel like you might be shooting yourself in the foot. But I'm just a boxing fan that has an opinion. I'm not a professional trainer or a professional nutritionist or a professional kinesiologist. So I don't know. What I see from the outside looking at both guys is Usyk has the technical advantage and he will know how to land punches on Joshua. He will know how to move around with his legs to avoid being hit by Joshua. He has the experience. He didn't just become a gold medalist out of nowhere. This guy actually knows how to fight. And then he became the undisputed cruiserweight champion, beating Murat Gassiev, a power puncher. He beat Joe Joyce too, same a guy that has the same dimensions as Joshua at some point in his career. So Usyk, no, he has experience. He's not going to get knocked out by Joshua. Joshua has to be extremely careful. The advantages that he has against Usyk are his size and his power. So if he's losing some of that size, I feel like he's shedding some of his advantages. And if he's losing that size as well, that might affect his punching power. It might actually affect his ability to throw a solid uppercut, right uppercut, a solid left hook, solid straight right hand. It might even affect his punch resistance. So I don't know, man. I don't know. It's crazy to me, but let's see. I'm not a professional. Let's see how it goes.
Son of Adekoya.
Yeah, I agree with a lot of the things Wally said in terms of it's an interesting fight. Usyk is obviously quite well decorated, got quite a bit of experience, and he might even have the edge technically. I don't know if a lot of people are underrating Joshua. I mean, he got a gold medal too, and Joshua can box too. The only thing I slightly concerned about is that Joshua might slightly overlook him. Everybody is saying he's too small. He's too small. Nah, mates. He may seem small, but I can't even remember Usyk being knocked down, let alone knocked out. Can't remember him being knocked out, and he's been hit by some good punchers. But Usyk does get hit. He does get hit as much as we want to say he's a good technical boxer and he's got good footwork. He does get hit. Now, regards the Joshua leaning out, I think it's a good thing because if he's going to beat Usyk, it's not going to be one punch. I think he's going to have to land combinations. It's got to be 2 or 3. And if he's leaning out, doesn't necessarily mean it's muscle mass. It might be leaning out the fat. What he's saying is that he's not lifting as many weights as he has in the past, and he's training more for endurance. And because from what I gather from his interview, is like he's not purposely trying to lose weight. He's just training for endurance. Which because Usyk is going to be moving around quite a bit. So he's going to need to cut off the ring, and he's going to need to control Usyk for as long as the fight lasts. If it's 12 rounds, let it be 12 rounds. The key is making sure he comes away with a win. But I agree, 60-40. I'm with Joshua 60-40.
Thanks, brother. I do definitely appreciate it. Let's get it around here. Parker Chisora rematch. What do you guys make of that? Adekoya.
Parker Chisora, can you hear me?
Yeah, bro.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Parker Chisora, man. I don't know. It seems like a deja vu. Did we talk about this earlier today? Because I was saying something about you remember Parker Parker got dropped in the first fight, right, with an overhead right hand from Chisora. Now, that punch landed directly behind the head of Joseph Parker, and he still got back up and outboxed Joseph. What's it called? Derek Chisora to get a unanimous decision, or was it a split decision? I can't remember. I just feel like going into this rematch, what Chisora needs to do is he needs to change his strategy. His strategy is obviously not working. Always trying to go for the knockout early in the fight, and then he gasses out in the middle of the fight, then gets beaten, loses the fight in a close decision. All right, change your strategy. Go for the what's it called? For the boxing, box, stick and move. And like Ty Ajagba said, yeah, we had this conversation earlier. Ty Ajagba kept on mentioning he needs to go to the body, use your body attacks. That's what Derek Chisora needs to do. In my opinion, I still think it's a 65-35 fight. Parker is going to beat him again because Parker is younger, fresher, he has more to lose. It seems like he's at a point in his career where not a guy like Derek Chisora can derail that plan. So, yeah, Parker is actually going to win that fight. The fact that Chisora couldn't knock him out with that mad punch behind his head, then there is nothing else he can do to knock him out. That's just how I see it. And I'm not hating on Chisora. I actually love Chisora. He's my guy. I was rooting for him in the first fight to beat Parker, but I don't think he has what it takes to beat a guy like Parker. That's just how I see it.
Well,
good fight though. I look forward to it.
Parker has an iron chin though. You know, he's a Samoan. You know, those guys, they are born warriors. The Samoans. You know, born warriors. And it's not that's where this guy's from, Davitua, right? Also from Samoa, right? I mean, might not be Samoa, but you know, you have I think you.
Yes, Davitua.
Yeah, you have. They are like.
Yeah, they're both from New Zealand.
Yeah, New Zealand. I think no, New Zealand is different from Samoa. Samoa is a nation, right? Yeah, they're also the Maori. You know, they are like different tribes.
I'm not too sure. I know
you have the Maori people. You have the Maori.
The islands between the Maori people, exactly. The Maori.
Yeah. They are
exactly.
like different tribes. They are different tribes.
Dwayne Johnson. I think Dwayne Johnson has some of that in him.
You mean from his mom's side?
Yeah.
Because Dwayne Johnson.
I mean, a lot of those guys are strong, man. You see the sports that they play. These guys play. Is it rugby? I believe it's rugby.
Dwayne Johnson's father is African. Is an African American. You know, John Rocky Johnson. Yeah.
No, but they are heritage. But I think they have some.
Yeah, Dwayne Johnson's mother, you know, is a Samoan or something like that. You know, you have American Samoan. Like they all look alike though. Like, but they're just different tribes. I think they all have some one ancestry in a way. The island people.
So, but what do you think, man? What do you think? How do you think? I really want, bro, Raymond. I really want to know what you think. How do you think Derek Chisora deals with Joseph Parker in the rematch? Because you believe that Parker lost the first fight, right? So for that reason, what do you think?
Not I believe he lost the first fight. If
you know, going into that second fight,
you know, I had an argument with my brother yesterday. You know, was very tense, and he lost the first fight. Like you have to just go watch the full fight back. Just call it one round by round. He lost the first fight. Now, how does Chisora beat Parker in the second fight? Now that Parker, Chisora at least has.
I scored the fight when.
Bro, you scored the fight long time ago. I scored the
fight when it happened, round by round.
Bro, you don't like Chisora, so let's forget about that. Now,
of course I do.
Man, you call it Chisora, Johnny Man. That showed yesterday that no man, like I mean, like Johnny Man cannot have 5-star rating on BoxRec. It's not possible.
You know Gabe Rosado.
Gabe Rosado, yeah.
The super. What would you call him? What would you call him?
I haven't really watched him close like that. I know he's a tough guy. You know,
To me, they are the same guy.
He's not a bomb, and he's an exciting fighter.
Gabe Rosado is Gabe Rosado.
This is my
And
Rosado.
Rosado, don't even get it twisted, man. Rosado is a very entertaining fighter, man. People
You said
like
he's-
him.
But when he gets to the top level, he loses. That's all I said.
Oh, that
And he's
doesn't
been
make
in a
him.
lot of
That doesn't
wars,
make him a journeyman. That
And
makes
he's on
him.
the back end of his career.
That makes him a B- fighter. You know, not a journeyman.
Eh,
Journeyman.
Chisora is not B minus.
Okay. Let me. Jeb. Okay. Now.
The guy has 11 losses.
Now.
I
Do
don't
you?
know what-
Let me tell you right now. Let me tell you right now. Do you know Chisora is the 7th best heavyweight right now as we speak in the world,
According to who?
according to Boss Rec? Okay.
Okay, so because
Boxrec has their own.
Number one.
Yeah,
Let's
they
let me.
all-
No.
whatever
Listen.
you
But you know
They have their
you.
opinion.
You know this. You know on Boss Trek, they score things with points. Okay, they go with points.
and
Now
their point system.
Anthony Joshua is number one. Their point. Looking at their point right now, Fury was number one. Nigeria is number one. Okay. Whyte is number 2. Okay. Usyk is number 3. Joseph Parker is number 4. Mike Hunter number 5.
Did you say Whyte is number 2?
Yeah. Yeah.
Joseph Parker is number 4th ranked heavyweight in the world.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That totally dismisses box rec. It does.
Bro, they go with points. They go with points. They go with points. That just shows, you know, like you cannot have 5-star rating if you are journeyman.
Bro, how
That's
can I
a
take
fact.
Boxrec serious if Boxrec does not even have Deontay Wilder in their top 10? How can I take
Well,
Boxrec serious when he doesn't even have Deontay Wilder
if you
on
look
their
at Deontay Wilder point wise, he's not supposed to be on the ranking right now, and he's not. You know, he's not, because you know, like when was the last time Deontay Wilder fought? Last year, February, like in activity. Joshua fought last December. You know, it's not something in the ranking because you need to fight. Once they fight, their points will go up. You know, that's how it goes. They're not in the rankings yet.
I see what you're saying.
So if we talk about points, you know, it goes by points.
Okay.
They didn't just put you like that. Oh, like Johnny Man. Now let's go. Okay, Jack Mulawai. What will you call Jack Mulawai? Jack. Okay, what will you call Dave Allen? Dave Allen. Do you think Dave Allen beat Chisora? Do you think so?
Dave Allen is a bomb.
No, he's not a bomb. Dave Allen is a journeyman. He's a journeyman, but he's not a bomb.
Talking about.
He's not a bomb. He's not a bomb. You see what I'm saying?
How is Dave Allen a journeyman? How many fights has he had?
He's a journeyman. He's
He
not
hasn't
a
even had
bomb.
that many fights.
Dave Allen is water.
What will you call Jack Mulawai? You know Jack
Bro, I'll
Mulawai?
be honest with you. Let me be honest with
Do
you.
you know Jack Mulawai? I'm asking you right now. Do you know Jack Mulawai? Son of, do you know Jack Mulawai?
No, I don't know who that is.
The guy that was supposed to fight Efe Ajagba. He lost to Sanchez. And he recently beat a very big name guy, you know, that was undefeated with 20 monster in Russia. What was the guy's name again? I'm trying to.
I hope it's not like Curtis. I hope it's not like that Curtis guy that you said that
he
that
beat
you said was
Apti Datiev. Apti Datiev is a Russian monster that was just bulldozing people out of the way. Apti Datiev, you know, but Jack Mulawai, you know, beat him.
Bro, I need to make you guys laugh. Real quick.
What was it?
Do you know that Dave Allen got knocked out by David Price?
I know. he got stopped in the corner. He didn't knock him out clean. He got stopped in the corner. Yeah.
It speaks volume about someone.
So will you call the reprise? You will not call the reprise a bum. He's a journeyman, not a bum.
And David Price has been knocked out 7 times.
And do you also know that David Price
has been knocked out 7 times. All his losses were knockouts.
And do you also know that David Price remains the only man to have beaten Fury in the amateurs? Yes, he did. He beat Fury in the amateurs. Why do you think they had beef?
So,
bro, David Price is not a bum.
So,
He's a journeyman.
That was a long time ago.
But he beat him, regardless, long time ago, whatsoever. He beat him. David Price is actually a very good boxer. The only thing is that his chin. His chin.
Sorry, man.
Okay.
I don't mean any disrespect to my guy David Price, but I think David Price is genuinely a taxi driver. He's a cab driver, bro.
By the way, he's a plumber by profession. So the price is a plumber by profession.
I want to ask you just one question.
Bricklayer is bricklayer.
David Price is a plumber.
He's a bricklayer. He's a bricklayer by profession. Yeah, bricklayer. You said what?
Ray. He's missile.
I said the price is a bricklayer.
Nothing wrong in being in one of those.
Nothing wrong, of course.
As far as you can take care of yourself and your family, no problem.
And do you even know the price?
Yeah, why are they in the heavyweight division?
Do you know the price dropped Joshua? Is Parry. You know that? You don't know?
That's correct.
So you don't know?
In the amateurs.
That was in amateurs now.
The price knocked Joshua out.
That was in amateurs now.
He doesn't, whether amateur or not amateurs.
He dropped him. He didn't knock him out.
He dropped him heavily.
He didn't knock him out.
He dropped him heavily. So what do you call that, bro? So you also know that Andrews Jr. knocked Joshua out in professional fight. So one thing I'm telling you right now, let me say what. Listen, let's just keep it right here. David Price, if David Price had a chin, it would be very difficult to beat that guy. His chin is the reason why, like, he's got the bossing skills. His chin, but not having a chin doesn't really mean that you're a bum.
Yes, but
he's a journeyman, but he's not a bum.
I don't think he has a good enough skill too. I don't think he has a good enough defensive skill too. Because at that height, 6'8", you should be able to keep your opponents at bay.
It is his chin, how
many tall guys were able to knock him out?
He's not about.
All the guys that knock him out are shorter guys.
He's not about.
The thing is, if you have a good enough, bro, if you have a good enough defense, you shouldn't
look at Lennox Lewis. Lennox Lewis, for example.
The only question I have for you.
Yeah.
Lewis hardly got tagged on his chin because he had a good defense. David Price did not have any
Lewis
that's why he was always getting tagged.
Lennox Lewis was chinny. Lennox Lewis was chinny.
David Price's downfall.
You know, David Price chin is the problem. Is just the problem.
I disagree with that. I disagree with that.
Disagree with what?
But it's a major problem. You make it sound like it's it's a major problem. You can blow on him and he'll fall down.
Yeah. The guy gets knocked out every day.
Ray, I only have one question.
This guy's brushing his teeth is getting knocked out by himself.
You brought up box rec.
This guy is eating. He puts a spoon in his mouth and he got knocked out. Bro, come on.
Ray, I want to ask you, do you personally, forget box rec, out of all the heavyweights in the world, all the heavyweights currently fighting that are active, do you believe Derek Chisora is in the top 10?
No. The Chisora should be in top 20.
That's what
Yeah, it should be in top 20. But being in top 20 is not 20. Top 20 heavyweights are not journeymen, bro.
That's what I mean. He's a gatekeeper.
No, he's not. Like he's not journeyman.
Again,
you called him a journeyman. Chisora, so what? He has 11 losses, but only 2 knockouts.
11 losses.
So, like Glenn Johnson, for example, has 21 losses, right? 54 wins. Has 21 losses, 54 wins, 2 knockouts. You know.
Yes, but
so does that make the
his losses came in the back end of his career.
So
His losses.
does it matter?
When his losses started piling up, he became a journeyman too. He became a journeyman, bro. That's how it works. Yes, bro. Let me tell you how that word was coined, journeyman. It's because it takes you 4 years of going to school to obtain a vocational certificate. They call it a journeyman certificate. So 4 years of going to school to get that done. That, if you compare that in the sport of boxing, it's like being in a sport for so long. At the beginning of your career, you're a prospect, and then you become a contender, and then you become world title contender. And then if you keep on losing, then you get demoted and become a journeyman. Chisora has had opportunities to fight for the world title. I believe he fought against Vitaly Klitschko, and he lost. Okay? He fought against Tyson Fury. That wasn't for a world title, but at that point in his career, he was a world level fighter. He lost twice to Fury. He lost to he's lost to everybody. He lost to Caballero, bro. Chisora Caballero now became a name. How can you make Caballero the name, bro?
Chisora's problem remains self-discipline.
See, I look at
he has nothing to do with him not being good enough.
He says Chisora is his senior gatekeeper.
Robert Elenius, did you watch that fight? He watched that fight. Let me ask you right now, bro. Adekoya, Robert Elenius. He was Robert Elenius versus Chisora?
Yeah.
He was that fight live.
Yeah, what about him?
Who do you think won that fight?
I don't remember that.
So you don't remember? You see, remember that shows you're not be following the career. Chisora won that fight clearly. He won it. He won that fight. I have been following, but the decision was given to Elenius. Elenius was seen at that time as the next Klitschko, next coming of Klitschko at that time because of the hype. There was a hype around Elenius.
Ray, he lost 11 times.
So forget about all these things. He lost 11 times.
2 or 3 of those.
Half of those losses, I tell you, are debatable, bro. It's just a fact. His last fight. Anyway, I'm happy for the guy. He's gotten the rematch against Parker, and we just hope to see him, prepare better.
And it's going to be entertaining.
He's going to be training at Joshua's gym, I guess.
It's going to be entertaining. He will give it his all. Yeah, possibly.
I think he'll be training at Joshua's gym with people there like that.
Each guy should implement to get the victory.
Yeah. You know one thing about that impressed me about Chisora. When people get older, the older they get, the lazier they become. Chisora, the older he got, the stronger he became. That's one thing that impressed me about the guy.
Yeah, but he has no gas. You don't get your gas tank doesn't get better with age. It goes down.
Chisora, he has nothing to do with. He has nothing to do with. He has nothing to do with his like with age or whatsoever. Chisora, when you have a gas tank problem, you always have a gas tank problem. Okay, like Joshua, for example, Joshua cannot trade with someone throughout the whole fight like Jojo's would, because the gas tank would not be will fail him. It's a fact. There's recorded to prove it. Jojo's can go the all 12 rounds without stopping. It will keep coming forward. And if you either have it or you don't have it, some people reserve it and learn to control it. So that's what it is, bro. So Joshua has learned to control his gas tank, knowing that.
But Jojo is an exception rather than the rule.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm okay now. Did you watch Ikebiabuchi? You watch Ikebiabuchi?
Yes.
Did you ever see him get gas out?
Yes.
When? What fight?
Nope.
You said no. You said yeah. You said yes and then no.
I watched David Tua. I watched Chris Bird.
Bro, he never gas out in that fight.
I said no. Do I ever see him get out? I said no.
You know how many bombs they threw in that fight? You said no. You say yes, and then you said no. So stay one place, brother. You're woke.
No, I said I never seen him gas out.
Anyway,
that is what I said. You can ask the people that are listening. I said no.
Yvonne Nicholas says Parker will be better this time. Maybe. We'll see. I think Parker has lost. I think he's lost the hunger.
Okay. How about we do this, guys? Who are you guys rooting for? Who are you rooting for, son of Adekoya and Raymond?
Derek Chisora.
I think Adekoya is like when he says Chisora,
but I don't think he can pull it off. But I'm rooting for him.
Exactly.
Well, me, I'm rooting. I'm rooting for Chisora.
Ray, listen.
Yeah.
Ray, I can be a fan of somebody, and call what I see. I'm just being honest with what I see. That's all I'm telling you. It's not a case of I don't like Chisora. I love his entertaining. Both in and out of the ring. One thing with Chisora is that whatever fight he's going in, he's coming to fight. So you're going to get your money's worth.
I think we have tied out.
When it gets to the top level, when it gets to
I've been listening to this, man.
Come give your take, bro.
I've been listening to you guys chew out Derek Chisora, man. I was like, come on.
Adekoya is the one, bro.
Right? BoxRec. If you guys look in BoxRec's,
I don't pay attention to BoxRec. I think their rankings are crap.
It is pretty bad. It is very bad. Listen, Gassiev just made his debut to heavyweight. He shouldn't be in the top 10. He's at least in the 7. Even if you put up the regular top 10, you'll still see some names that styles make fights. Derek Chisora will give these guys problems, whether they like it or not. Some of the Derek Chisora fights. Yes, like I said in the past, me and Raymond agreed to this. He didn't in his starting career. He didn't look good, right? And then all of a sudden, he started looking better. To me personally, I think he looks better, compared to his past history. I mean, why not put him up? Why not continue putting him up against some of these guys and see how he does? Hey, I eventually I think he's gonna beat some of these guys. I mean, look at what everybody thought Areola was done. I didn't give Areola a chance, but he sure as hell made Andrew Ruiz look normal, right?
But is Areola not a journeyman?
And Areola is a journeyman.
That's right? What I'm saying.
But what makes you say? But who is Andy Ruiz though? That's what I'm trying to put. Like, who is Andy Ruiz for him to be in the top 7 just because he beat AJ and AJ had an off night, right? And then he's all of a sudden
beat the champion. 7. To be fair,
he did beat the champion. But is what I'm saying. It's still like why is it that people are having a hard time trying to say Derek Chisora belongs in the top 10? Pulev is in the top, within those amongst the top. Half of these up and coming prospects are in there, and they haven't even proven themselves, right? And they won't even get in the ring with Derek Chisora because they know there's a likely chance it won't end very well for them. That's the whole problem, right? And it's what I've been trying to put together. When it comes to Derek Chisora, listen, yes, the guy, if you look at it, the guy has, it's not like the elites have like really knocked him out. The only person that I said knocked him out was, if I can remember, was probably Dillian Whyte. And that was based off his stamina, just him not having enough gas.
David Haye knocked him out.
I haven't been convinced. David Haye knocked him out.
Tyson Fury knocked him out.
Yeah, no. Listen, that's based off of him being tired. I haven't been convinced somebody could dominate Derek Chisora willingly. Like, I'm gonna submit this guy to where, bro, you look stupid. No.
He gives everybody a tough time. That's why I say he's Gabe Rosado. He's Chris Areola. They give them a tough time. And if you're not on your P's and Q's, if you're up and coming guy and you're not on your P's and Q's, he'll beat you. And that's why I called him a gatekeeper. because
Yeah,
he
you know,
will
Derek
lose to the
Chisora is the
top
kind of guy.
echelon guy.
I have to give him more than a gatekeeper. I have to give him more than a gatekeeper. I have to. I have to be able to listen. People say, right. Parker hasn't been looking good to me at all. Shondell Winters to his stablemate in New Zealand.
Yep.
Faye, I forgot Faye Five.
Junior Fa.
Bro, Junior Fa, bro. Junior Fa is a prospect within my book, and you're not supposed to look like that against a prospect.
I agree.
You know?
I agree.
He's had his listen. What can Andy Lee do for Parker that they're gonna implement? If you look at the fight with Derek Chisora, listen, I'm gonna give Parker props. Yes, he looks good, but his punching output goes down because he is tired himself. That's how he lost to Andrew Ruiz. His punching output is excellent between the 5th round, but then it's just for some reason watch it again. Just watch it again. You'll notice his punching output has drastically gone down after a certain amount of rounds, and that's why you see him.
But Ty, isn't that the same thing with Derek Chisora? After the 5th round, he spent.
Yeah, but that is true. That is absolutely true. But if you look at both of them, it's more of like who's been there and who's had. Oh, he could beat. He has a better chance. Remember, everybody thought Parker would lose to. I mean, Parker would beat AJ, right? That's the whole point. Who's had more of like, oh, he will beat AJ. Now compared to like, why has this guy gone down? You know, why has his punching output gone down? This like all of these things. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, if Andy Lee thinks he's going to implement a better game plan, to me, I feel like if he goes into the next Derek Chisora fight, he's going to be trying to figure out, what kind of punching style am I going to implement against Derek Chisora? And by the time you know it, Derek Chisora has already landed bombs. What can Derek Chisora learn? The guy already has to learn to pace himself and learn how to go to the body and just keep working the body. He already has the chin for it, right? He already has the chin, and all he has to do is make sure he's in perfect condition. And if he could continue going to that body, the head will follow, man. But right now, what other game plan can Andy Lee implement for Parker? Parker, who has been going down.
Ty, what other game plan does Derek Chisora? He only knows one way to fight.
Yes, that is true, and that is a good way.
He's not going to come in and start boxing on his toes.
Yeah, there's no change in that. You can't change that. Everybody knows
he is what he is.
Change that. You cannot change how he's fighting. But the
he's
whole
a dog.
If I'm not right,
don't get me wrong.
If you pace him, if he decides to pace himself, let me pace myself, right? And I'm gonna land my bombs later on. I'm gonna pace myself. Same thing as Deontay Wilder. I'm gonna land my bombs later on, right, bro? The chances of them hitting landing a devastating knockout is, I would say, 100% if they pace themselves. And add
let me add to that, bro. I feel like that is the only game plan that Derek Chisora needs to implement if he wants to get victory against Parker. He has to pace himself.
That's the only way I see him beating Parker.
I was talking about this guy needs to stick a move, box and move throughout the ring. But I don't even see that happening because that's not his fighting style. You can't teach. That applies to Chisora, actually. You can't teach an old dog new tricks.
You know the problem? If Chisora does not apply pressure, he's going to lose those early rounds. That's just a fact. Because he's not as good a boxer as Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker has a better jab. He's got faster hands. So if he's not applying pressure, he's going to lose those rounds. Now, at 30, I think, what is he, 38 now? You know, that... His gas tank, even if you say, okay, he tries to pace himself, you know, I still see by the 7th round, he's still going to be spent. I mean, that's just who he is. I don't want it to sound like I'm being derogatory to him. I just say he's an exciting fighter. He gives you value for money. He always comes to fight, and he gives everybody hell. But at the end of the day, when it comes to the top guys, as much as he gives them hell, he still ends up losing.
Anyway, guys.
But it's war, Chisora.
Thanks for the intake. I appreciate each and every one of you. My brother Tajagbe, do you guys have anything to add to it? By the way, Tajagbe, have you seen the post by BBC? Okay, Tajagbe is busy now, I guess. Anyway, guys, stay tuned for most of the Bangara here. God bless you all. Cheers.